sky is pretty.
Welcome.
Oh, fuck. Welcome to episode 7?
8.
8?
8? Let's find out.
Welcome.
I'm gonna look it up. Welcome to this episode.
Welcome to the next episode of Jam, the best podcast.
It's 8.
Episode 8. Jam episode 8.
It's also the 8th best podcast, actually.
Unfortunately, yeah. We were the best when we only had... That joke's not funny. The sky is beautiful today. Do we have a name for our fan base? We don't, do we?
The Piss Babies.
Oh, that's right.
The Piss Babies and the OGs.
Right.
We have 2.
The Piss Babies. What's up, Piss Babies and OGs? This is Jam. Welcome back. We hope you guys had a great week.
We did.
I didn't.
You said week, but it's been 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks. Yeah, that's right.
Little new change for you, switching up on you guys, keeping it fresh.
I honestly did not do a single fucking thing.
I don't remember the last 2 weeks at all.
Was it really 2 weeks?
It was 2 weeks.
Wow,
Tyler.
it doesn't feel like that.
It was I think it was a little over 2 weeks, actually, because I think we recorded on Sunday, didn't we? And now it's Tuesday, which, I'm sorry, did I say weeks? I meant days. Nah, I kid. It's been 2 weeks.
I was like, wait a second. No, you're really messing me up. Anyway, so this week we've decided to try a new segment. I don't know necessarily how this is going to go.
It's gonna go.
But that's the fun thing about it. So the idea is, it's called Hate Corner. The idea is, most of the time on this show, I would say, feel free to disagree with me, David, I would say the majority of the music that we listen to and talk about, we kind of like. At the very least, like, we're okay with it.
The only exceptions are in the top 10.
Exactly. But even then, most of the time, like, there's not often, like, a song that I'm like, fuck this song.
It really depends on what decade and what year and what week and everything we're in.
Oh,
my keys!
Oh, my keys.
My
oh my
keys.
god, the sky's...
My friend,
I know I've said the sky's pretty like 3 times, but
yeah,
it's
but
just
now
not
the
pretty.
sun is bright. I guess it was before, but
It's
man.
Right. Anyway, so yeah, what Hate Corner is it's a opportunity for us to talk about, just bitch about songs that we hate.
Bad stuff.
For no other
Boo.
reason than it's fun to complain about.
It's cathartic.
Shit. Exactly.
The way we're going to do this is we're going to alternate, meaning since I picked this episode's album, Tyler picked this episode's Hate Corner song. Little bitch baby that we're going to fucking bully out of existence, hopefully.
Yeah. Who, me?
I hope.
Or the song?
Well, both.
Nice. That's the answer I was looking for. Anyway, so this week's Hate Corner is I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran with Justin Bieber.
Yes, it is. And now, here's
Forgot about this.
Here's the thing. Why do you hate this song so much? What do you hate about this song?
It's okay. So Ed Sheeran bursts onto the scene with like really down to earth kind of singer-songwriter, like, and it felt genuine, you know, to me at least. It felt genuine. And like, this song is just a shitty, like, it just sounds like every other pop song that was coming out when this song came out, and it's like, you didn't fucking try at all. At least it doesn't feel like Ed Sheeran. It doesn't feel like he tried. It just has, and I've talked about this before, the sound that I hate in pop music where like
Suits.
There's just no soul. Exactly. There's no like soul in it.
When did this song come out? 2014?
No, it was like 2018. It was like way too late to sound like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because listening to it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is like a nice, like, 2014.
I think it might have been 2019, because I remember fucking She Who Shall Not Be Named, when we both worked at H&M, saying that this song reminded her of me, which is also probably another reason why I don't like it.
I was really confused, because I was like,
There's
I've never worked at H&M with you.
There's a couple of She Who Shall Not
You said when we both worked at H&M. I was like,
I meant we
never worked at H&M, you idiot.
We as in me and She Who Shall Not Be Named.
Does she have a name? We'll cut that out.
You guys will never know. What do you think of this song?
Honestly, okay, here's...
You can put your phone in the holder.
Nope. Oh. I thought you were going to say my computer. I was like, I'm not going to do that. Isn't this broken?
Yeah, but you just got to...
Finagle it. There we go.
That was I almost said the N-word there. Just kidding.
Me? I did not.
Finagle it. Just kidding. Anyway, go ahead.
Here's the thing. For me personally, there's 2 philosophies in regards to listening to music that has ever come out at any point. And there's so take an early 60s song.
Sure.
Like a typical Beach Boys song. We
Okay.
won't even go to the band that shall not be named. Because I don't want you to drink while you're driving.
While I'm driving, yeah.
Just kidding, it's a joke. He's under 21. I almost said 18. You're not under 18.
I'm under 18. I've never seen a drink. I've never even drank anything.
Apple juice?
Nope.
I don't even know what that is, if I'm being honest. I've just heard it on adult television late at night. My point is, so say you take an early 60s Beach Boys song.
Sure.
If you take that out of context of the early 60s, there's two philosophies of thought there. There's either one, like, well, for its time, it's very good.
Okay.
And you can kind of appreciate it in that context, and then you can kind of take it and say you put it in your catch-all playlist, and you can kind of use that philosophy to rationalize it, or you can say, hey, and the Beach Boys isn't a good example of this, but if you take a song like this, which is behind the times, you can kind of take it out of context as well in the opposite way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And me personally, I ascribe to the second one, where it's like, hey, I don't. Well, I guess it's both kind of similar.
Even with this song?
Well, let me get to my statement, or my point. Just because a song is either ahead or behind the curve, and the same goes with an album to a much less extent.
Yeah.
But this still holds true in my philosophy, for the most part at least. That doesn't matter to me. Okay. If you have a song that you write today that sounds like a fantastic early 60s song,
then you're gonna
I'm gonna dig it, dude. I'm fucking love it.
I agree with what you're saying, but I think when the gap is like 4 years or even like 2 years, which I think was the case for this one, as opposed to like 40 years, I think it's a lot less charming. You know what I mean? Because the way that like the zeitgeist works is like, isn't it like 20-year cycles? So like,
I think it's 30.
Is it 30?
I think
like,
so.
You know what I mean? So like the 2010s right now, they're actually kind of starting to come back into style, but like the early 2000s and the 2010s were lame. Like everybody's like, I can't believe we dressed like that. Now we're starting to be like, wow, I can't believe we dressed like that in 2012. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And here's one thing, one caveat of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply to modern music, because you are currently in that time, and hearing something that sounds not retro but dated come out in the current time,
worse, right?
It has a connotation with it, and that is certainly an exception that I think anyone with a similar philosophy to mine would make.
Yeah.
And I would normally make that exception here, meaning like, yeah, this sucks because it's not like up to date, but I kind of like,
you like it?
I don't listen to the radio enough to like be oversaturated with pop songs.
This played at my job.
I think that it played from time to time at the thrift, but very rarely.
Sounds like you're getting ready to say you like this song.
I don't like it. I don't dislike it. It's just kind of like, it's like background fodder. I don't hate it.
Yeah, well, that, you know what, David? That's a great way to put it. Is it's just like there's nothing to it. It's just there. You know, there's nothing interesting about it. It's just something that you throw on and you don't listen or think about. And I guess that's part of the reason why I hate it too.
Personally, I would say I don't care about it. And you know who else said that? Ed Sheeran.
Bustin' Jeeber. Does Ed Sheeran sing in this song? I should know since I hate it.
I think he sings in it.
I think they both do.
It is catchy, and it has a good melody.
Okay.
And it is definitely the kind of thing that could be a big hit.
It was.
Well, I should say it could be a good
song.
hit.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's got potential, but like you said, it feels like they don't care. Which they don't. They say it in the song.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say, and I think that what you just said, I think the oversaturation of it, and I think the fact that, now that I think about it, the fact that, you know, who linked this song with me makes me hate it.
More than
and that's the beautiful thing.
Deserves.
And that's the beautiful thing about Hate Corner is like
it's
explaining.
subjective.
Yeah, exactly. And like, there's reasons why. Because like, if all those things weren't there, then this song would be nothing to me.
Exactly.
It would literally be like, I would not give a shit about it. I would not even think about it.
Kind of how it is for me. Like you said this song, I'm like, I've never heard of that song.
Yeah, David was like, I've never heard this song, and I was like, really?
Well, that was before you started playing it, or at least before it got to the chorus, because I definitely recognized the chorus. But it's just like, to me, it's like, it just exists in the ether, and I'm not gonna listen to it. Yeah. And I think part of that comes from me listening to a lot of early '60s music from time to time, at least.
What is that? What?
Well, because there's a lot of Drek and I don't use that word
like
very
drivel.
often.
Yeah. I know what you
Absolutely awful stuff.
mean. Totally.
That was like, even by like the best bands,
Yeah.
like it's just, oh man.
Yeah.
Fucking, there's a song.
That's the thing is like everybody wants to act like music has gotten worse, but what's happened is like
The
if
good
you
stuff
listen,
lasts.
exactly the good stuff lasts and the shitty stuff we don't remember. Because if you listen to like, I don't know if other radio stations around the country do this, but here in C-Bus we have a station called 97.9, and what 97.9 does every Sunday they take like a random week in history and they play the top 40 from that time. So it'll be like, and it'd be Casey, was that his name, Casey Kasem?
I don't listen to the radio.
Oh, fuck. Okay, it'd be like Casey Kasem doing the American Top 40 from like June 5th, 1985 or something.
Which,
like
by
that.
the way, is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, it's really cool. But the thing is, you listen to it and you're like, oh my god, half of these songs suck ass.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, music isn't getting better. It's just we only remember the good shit. So if anybody who says music isn't getting or is getting worse, you can suck my little wiener.
Also,
I said it.
the thing is, popularity overrides in the moment. Popularity
Oh
overrides
yeah, dude.
quality.
Because like stuff that's popular, like you listen to it like even like 20 minutes later, and you're like, this sucks. This is fucking. Or stuff doesn't get popular, and you're like, why didn't this?
Right.
You know,
Like
or
100
just,
gex.
or exactly, or just the fact that it gets popular is like what makes you annoyed by it because you hear it so much, and if you like didn't, then you'd be like, oh, like this actually is not bad.
Agreed. Tangent over.
Okay, so what would you rate it? Obviously, for me, this is a 0 out of 5. I think that's for all the Hate Corner songs. It's probably gonna be 0. Maybe some ones in there, but for the most part, like 0. Because if I hate a song, it's not like because 1 means there's still
Maybe
like
a 3 out of 5.
something, right? Yeah, because 1 means there's still like something kind of redeemable about it. But if it's in Hate Corner, then I hate it. And I think also I'll use Hate Corner to be like, because like sometimes I put a song in there and then I listen to it and I'm like, oh, so like maybe I'll change my mind. But
here's the thing. In this example, I'm more corner than hate. if I had to pick one of the two,
sure,
you're the hate and I'm the corner, and that's kind of how it's gonna work. That's
anyway,
the dichotomy
Yeah.
of man and also man. What my point is, maybe a 4 out of 10. Not
oh
5.
my god, I was gonna say I forgot yours is an out of 5. I was like, damn.
If it's okay, I'll do out of 5 for the hate corner because it doesn't deserve a 10 out of 10 or a 10 scale. I mean,
I would agree.
I would give it 8. 1.5, which I think is lower than I said, but it's okay. 1.5. That
Yes, it
translates
is,
to a
but-
3, but it went down in the.
That's fine.
In that 10
Fuck
seconds.
this song. Well, that was our first Hate Corner. That was kind of a mess, but I liked it.
Yay!
Now let's get on with the rest of the No, now we gotta talk about our week. Wait, we already did that. No, that's...
Do you need directions? That's kind of asking.
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to Lane Avenue.
Okay. I just wanted
Because
to.
it's off Lane Avenue.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Yes, it is.
I don't pay attention.
You're funny, buddy. Anyway, so what is the week here? I'll let you look at my notes. Because you forgot you lost.
I lost it, dude. I don't know. Man, it's
So
February 1st, 1994.
that was the day I was born.
Nope. The 90s. One of the best
We've already done a couple.
decades.
The Ween album was 1990.
Yeah, but that was 1990.
That's
That
true.
didn't count.
That's true.
90s didn't start till Cobain. I almost said he killed himself. Which he
Yikes.
did. But I almost said it didn't start till he died. No, it started when he released Nevermind.
What year is that?
91, I think.
Yeah.
February as well.
I think we had this conversation in the Ween episode, but like, yeah, like the first year of like a decade.
It's like a trial.
yeah, like
free
almost
trial.
doesn't count. So the 20s are gonna suck dick. But anyway, what's the first song, baby? Number 10.
Shoot. Oh,
Shoot.
Yeah, I wanna
Shoot by Salt
baby.
and Pepper. So can I talk about something real quick?
Nope.
So that,
We're ending the podcast now.
it's been a good run, guys. So like this song, Shoot by Salt and Pepper, I want you to know that, so Salt and Pepper, I was under the assumption that Salt and Pepper was like there was one girl named Salt and there was one named Pepper.
Isn't Salt a guy?
I thought it...
Or Peppa's a guy?
This is what I thought.
Peppa Pig?
Peppa Pig is a girl also.
Is she in Salt and
This
Peppa?
band,
Is that what it is?
so. I think she's a drummer, I don't think she's a
She's the one singing, dude.
Yeah.
She's the one that does the, oh yeah, I wanna shoot. Which, by
Yeah.
the way, is iconic as hell.
It's like the best part. Yeah, but anyway, so there's Salt and Peppa, but on the album cover, there's 3 people, and then in the song, there's 3 people.
Yeah, one of them is N.
That's what I'm guessing, yeah, the guy is N.
I like this song.
The song is awesome.
A lot.
It's like WAP for the 1994 woman.
But it's better.
Can we talk about that?
It's better only because it's got more going on, which...
You better not say that out loud, somebody will rip your phone.
Dude, I love WAP. WAP's a fucking bop. Unironically, I enjoy WAP a lot. The thing is, I'm not a huge fan of minimalism a lot of the time, which is kind of the zeitgeist right now.
Yeah.
Which is great. I do love minimalism, but I prefer most of the time...
maximalism.
Yeah. Which is why 100 Gex is my new favorite band.
Everybody's favorite. Ooh, barely made that.
We're so late on the 100 Gex train. That's already like a dead meat.
I don't really like them that much. But we'll talk about them.
That'll be the next take one.
Yeah, we'll talk about them eventually.
My point is, I also prefer the groove.
Yeah, me
although too. Fuck, WAP has a great fucking.
I kind of like this one better. This one it's more of. I don't know.
That old school '90s rap, which is exactly what I love.
Yeah, and I just kind of like that better. Also, there's like a couple of times in this song where it's like, wow, you could not get away with that now. Like they say, retard.
Which she says boobies as well, which I think you can't get away with that now.
You can get away with boobies, but
not in a song. Like not be taken seriously.
Oh no way. Yeah, and there's like, it was kind of cheesy, but I'm also like. I'm all for women writing songs like this that where they explore their sexualities, because like usually people are so fucking afraid of that, and it's like suck a dick, literally.
Yeah, agree. I fucking love. I actually didn't. So of course I knew this song, but I never.
I think it's in Deadpool.
Is that where I've heard it before?
It's either yeah, it's in one of the Deadpool movies.
Yeah, then I've heard it from that. Of course I knew it before that. At least the opening.
Yeah, I think this is one of those songs that just like everybody knows. Like maybe not everybody knows it really well, but everybody is at least like if they hear it, they're like, oh, like they recognize it.
Yes, which is how I were, and then I listened to it, and holy shit, dude.
That's how I was too. Yeah,
it's so good. It's so good. And I listen, 90s rap. Oh man,
pretty good.
That and 80s
pretty good.
Oh man,
because that's when they were just figuring out what the fuck they were doing.
And it's cheesy as hell a lot of the time, but man, I love the cheese, dude. Like I said, I love cheese. I'm a white man.
I was gonna make that joke too.
I listen to a lot of early 60s stuff. That's all cheesy. Even the good stuff, it's cheesy. Yeah, I like the cheese.
Yeah. I think there's a way it can be done. I think there's a way it can be done tastefully, and there's a way it can be done cringily.
Exactly. There's bad cheese and there's good cheese.
Exactly. Just like real life. What the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck, dude? Where did he come from?
What the fuck are you doing?
Why didn't you cross?
I didn't realize this guy was playing fucking Frogger.
There's no sidewalk over there.
IRL Frog. Yeah, he's just running into oncoming traffic. He's like, it pumps my adrenaline too.
It makes me run faster.
Yeah. Into traffic. Damn, so he's suicidal. Anyway. Me too, buddy.
This song, I don't remember what I gave it. It was definitely either a 9 or 10, probably a 9, but maybe a 10.
I don't remember what I gave it.
It's right there, baby. My finger's stuck.
I will say, and I think I've discovered about myself, I just kind of prefer shorter songs in general. But if
How long is this song?
It's like 4.5 minutes, if I remember correctly.
That's good length for a rap song.
I feel like it's a little. Personally, for me, it's a little long, but I still liked it. I still thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave it a Piss Baby 3.
Well, the thing is, rap songs, I feel like can certainly be longer.
The thing about rap songs being longer, I'm more willing to accept when a rap song is super long, because I feel like that means they had more to say. But when a song is 5 minutes long and they just repeat everything, it's like, fuck you. Or if a song is long and they have a lot of instrumental, yeah, you had more to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it's a song and they just repeat the chorus again, it's like
shoop de whoop, shoop de whoop de.
Anyway.
Rue.
Piss Baby 3.
I give it. I'm gonna settle on a 9.
Cool.
I did add it to my playlist.
Cool. I did. I might have given it a little heart, but I didn't add it to the playlist. That's right. If I give a song a heart, that means I like it. Sometimes not enough to be on a playlist.
Literally what it means.
Yeah.
On Spotify.
Yeah, so. But okay. Well, then I guess I don't really have to explain that. Yeah, you're right.
What's
Uno? Please forgive me. Number 9 by you said Uno by Bryan Adams.
I did not say Uno.
It sounded like you said what's the numero Uno?
No, I didn't say that.
What do you think is Bryan Adams' song?
I can barely remember it.
Well, you can play it.
I can't open.
Oh, you fucking. You're a gosh darn fool. You're a gosh darn fool. Don't. Number 9 is
Please forgive me.
by Bryan Adams.
Except it's more. Please forgive me. Listen, Bryan Adams, talented songwriter. At least "Summer of '69" is a great song. That's him, right?
I thought that was Bruce.
I think it's Bryan Adams. This was the summer of '69.
I don't know.
Let's find out. But if it is him. Cool.
Cool. Okay. I didn't know that. Oh.
This song is a power ballad, and the reason that when I was going through this list, it reminded me, of course, of when we went through the 1990 list.
Yeah. Very similar.
It's very similar in some ways, very, very different in other ways. That man just did a fucking U-turn on a moped.
U-turn, yeah, with a Union Jack on the seat.
The thing is, this top 10 has much more of the classic 90s sound that people really like.
Yeah.
Still.
Okay.
Because, yes, this is a power ballad, but Shoop is not a power ballad. I don't think we had any songs as, like, good as Shoop in the 1990 list. I can't remember any.
I don't even remember, but I don't think we did either.
I doubt it.
I thought that person had just, like, a baby face.
She does.
But she's also, like, covered up all the way, too.
That's okay. It's cold outside.
It is kind of chilly. Look at the sky, David.
Is it pretty?
Look at it.
I'm looking,
It's
but I want to hear you
gorgeous.
say it.
It's beautiful. Oh
But
my
is
God.
it pretty?
This,
That man has purple shorts.
If the sky was a person, I would court it.
Anyways, please
that.
forgive me, however. I'm going to give it not a good song.
I don't like this song. The chord progression is kind of cool. Honestly, it does some interesting things, but that's about it. I don't really like Bryan Adams' stupid
Voice.
voice. I don't
It's
like
definitely not the kind of thing to put in a ballad.
and I don't like his stupid emo lyrics.
The lyrics are awful and they do not fit
Yeah.
the way, like, they don't fit the lines
And they're
or the
also-
melody.
Also, like, I feel like every cheesy power ballad has, like, the same lyrics.
They do.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just, this song is not that good.
I give it a 4 out of 10.
I give it a 2 out of 5. A Piss Baby 2, if you will.
All right, up next, number 8
8. Yes, 8.
is, again,
By Janet Jackson.
JJ.
I fucking love Janet Jackson's voice.
She is one of the powerhouses of the 90s, which is one thing
Yeah.
that the 90s were known for, especially female R&B, like, super powerful, like, vocalists.
Voices,
Like,
yeah.
my God, dude.
And
And she's just another one of them. She's one of the best ones.
She's just such a sweetie too, dude. Like, I would marry. Look at the album cover is just a picture of her.
Without a shirt, or at least it kind of looks. You can't tell, but maybe.
But like, not even that. She's just gorgeous.
Well, yeah.
She's just beautiful.
Well, yeah.
As for the song, it's
I
alright.
was just trying to describe it.
As for the song, it's alright.
I like this.
I like it better than
more
the other. Than yeah,
Bryan Adams.
yeah, definitely.
And honestly, if she just recorded, please
Bryan
forgive me.
Adams. It'd probably be better.
It
yeah,
would probably be a lot better.
for sure. This song doesn't have percussion, but I'm okay with it.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does, but I'm okay with it. It does enough.
It doesn't need it.
things, I think. Yeah, to warrant not having it. So
And it's a little over 3.5 minutes, which is a little.
think
It's
it's a
not a
little
little
long.
on the long side
For me,
in the
it
grand
is.
scheme, but for this song, it doesn't need to be this long. You know.
yeah, so it's not. I like it, but it's really not anything like outstanding.
What would you? What is this genre? Because it's kind of a power ballad, but it's kind of like
I would
R&B.
still call it R&B.
It's definitely got power ballad like elements in it.
Yeah, but I think most people would just put in the R&B drawer.
I think so.
I think that's the easiest way. I don't think you're wrong with the power ballad thing, but I think that's the easiest way to like categorize it.
That's what I was thinking, but it definitely has that 90s power ballad.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Feel in some ways at least.
So would you rate it?
I think I rated it a 6. It might have been a 7. I'm going with a 6 now.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5. Like, in spite of all the things that I like about it, it's still not really that interesting.
Alrighty. We've got Michael Bolton, my boy.
Coming in at number 7, Michael Bolton. I love you.
Said I loved you.
I said I loved you,
but I lied.
but I lied.
What a fucking.
Well, let me say real quick. So
Stupid
my
name.
granddad, when he was alive, obviously, he had this thing where I don't know why, but he would just like look at my sister and he would say Michael Bolton, and then she would repeat it, and it was really funny because she'd be like, Michael Bolton. And it was really funny because she was a kid.
But she didn't know who Michael Bolton was?
Exactly. I didn't
She's
either.
uneducated.
Right.
You didn't know Michael Bolton, man?
Me neither. And
He's one of the female vocalists I was just talking about.
So I thought it was
powerful.
As soon as I saw the song, I was reminded of that, and this warm glow filled my chest. And then the song started playing.
And then it evaporated real quick.
Very quickly, yeah.
This song is awful. I prefer the Bryan Adams song. Because at least that's like somewhat interesting and it's not this long.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so long.
5 minutes and 4 seconds.
And the thing is, like, when a ballad is 5 minutes long, you feel it. When, like, a rock song is 5 minutes long, sometimes you don't even notice. But when a ballad is 5 minutes long, that's like listening to 6 songs.
Well, here's the thing. You gotta, when it's a ballad like this and it's done poorly, you gotta have...
Yeah.
Hey Jude, dude. Hey Jude
Exactly.
is a ballad.
But it's good.
Beatles, but like,
oh yeah,
my god.
But it's good though. I didn't even notice because that's true. It's just right there.
It's just like a fucking I think it's their third longest song they've ever released, and it's a ballad, and it doesn't feel that long.
It does not feel like.
In a good
Jude
way.
is like 7 minutes long. It does not feel that long at all. It feels like a normal 3 minute long song. Yeah, absolutely. But this song is 5, and it feels like it's 15 minutes long.
Yes.
And oh my god, what even else is there to say about
He
this
looks
song?
ugly as hell, dude.
He looks like Crunk with ramen noodle hair.
He totally does.
Doesn't he?
He
With
does.
ramen noodle hair. Yeah, I was looking at that and I was like, why does
He's got
man?
his chest hair. That's what I wrote this down and I lost it. This is from the 80s, and so is the Janet Jackson song.
Really?
Not actually, but like, these are songs that should have been written in the 80s.
Totally,
or released in the 80s, but it has like better production.
Totally.
And that's a theme throughout this entire top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, so what did you rate this one?
I gave this a 2 out of 10. I'd probably give it way higher.
No, I give
but
it a
I'm
Piss
giving
Baby
it,
2.
giving it a 2 out of 10 now.
I give it a Piss Baby 2.
Up
Next.
is
Ace
of
Base
all
that she wants. That was good. We didn't practice that at all. It just happened. Anyway, this song, the beginning sounds like an iPhone commercial.
in the fucking best way I can ever imagine.
I disagree. I think it sounds like an iPhone commercial.
But can you imagine a better iPhone commercial song? Like a song specifically written for an iPhone commercial, which this was.
Yeah.
They were very ahead of their time.
Yeah. No, I did. But go ahead. What do you think of it?
Can you imagine a better version of an iPhone commercial song, dude? This is the culmination. Well, I can imagine one better one. We'll get to that.
The Black Keys probably would do one. Actually, no, they do like Ford commercials, don't they?
I don't fucking.
I genuinely tried listening to a Black Keys song, and it literally
didn't work.
It just sounded like a fucking Home Depot commercial. I was like, I can't.
That's how I feel about Imagine Dragons anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of how I felt about this song. Which is unfair because the iPhone didn't even exist, but it literally sounds like an iPhone.
I love this song, dude. What the fuck?
I respect that.
It's got the combination of like reggae and dance.
Well,
and like
and like that, like there's like that synth bass keyboard, like boom, 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 boom. That's fucking dude. Like fat synth keyboard bass turns me on.
Me too. That's
oh my god. Like if you have a catchy like bass keyboard riff, I will probably love the song regardless. Except in this case, it didn't really work. But it's still a good song. I just don't like it as much as I could.
This is one of my favorites that I heard on the top 10. And I had never heard of Ace of Base except for the one song that maybe we'll talk about on the podcast one day. It's a little foreshadowing.
Keeping you on your toes, ladies and gentlemen.
But this song I really like. This one certainly went into my playlist. Here's the thing. This sounds like an 80s new wave song. Why does all of it sound like the 80s? Yes, it sounds like that, but mixed with better production and a little bit more 90s like style thrown in, because obviously it was a 90s song.
Would you call this a ska song?
You could probably call it a ska song.
Okay.
I don't know what you would call this. It's just fucking good.
I would
call it new wave.
I was gonna park at that little park over there and then just drive back over, but accidentally drove past it, so I'm gonna turn around.
That's okay, Tyler.
Because when we're done, I'll just take you back over. But anyway,
my point is, I would call it new wave. I don't know that it's technically new wave.
Okay. I don't really know enough to like give it a genre. I don't think.
Well, new wave is characterized by one-hit wonders, and these guys, I guess, don't count. But man, I
Yeah.
sure thought they would have.
I thought they counted too. I did not know this song charted.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
This is actually, I think, more popular
What?
at the time.
Oh, okay. At the time, I feel like now the other.
I was because I looked that up. I looked that up and it said that. I
It's
don't
really,
remember.
it's really not a bad song. Like the chorus is pretty catchy too. I think it's got good elements. It's just for whatever reason, it doesn't do it for me.
It does it for me, and I like it a lot.
What'd you give it?
I gave it an 8 out of 10.
I gave it a OG. I gave it an OG too. So like I still like it.
It definitely made it into my playlist for sure.
Funnily enough, the next song is
I told you.
I Saw the Sign by Ace of Base. David was right. We are going to talk about it.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I'm a futuristic guy.
What a smart, cool guy that is. Isn't that weird? Has that happened often where a band has gotten two songs like that, like right next to each other?
Not next to each other, but it's definitely happened where there's two in the same. Right?
I think that has for sure, but I don't know about the next to each other. Yeah, that's weird. But anyway,
man, this song.
I like this song
great.
better. I like this song better than the last one. I like this song better than the last one.
It's fucking like do 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 do. It's got this perfect like I guess that's a synth.
Yeah.
It's got like a perfect synth sound for what it's going for.
And
it's got the reggae beat again.
Yeah, and it's just like a happy little. It's a moving on song, and that's like the best genre of song to me. Is like I used to
definitely
be
up there.
upset over like,
But now I'm not.
but now I'm not, and I'm feeling better. Yeah. It's just like, it's a song that you listen to and you can't help but feel good. And like the lyrics are bouncy and catchy and...
I think this song was used in Futurama.
Dude, so one more thing, which it's kind of late now, but about All That She Wants is like when the vocalist sings, some of the places she would sing, it would just be so weird. Like she'd hit like a really weird note for like no reason. And in this song, she doesn't do that.
I dig that though.
Do you? I like it if it's done well, and
I feel
like I said in the last song, it doesn't really do anything for me. But we're talking about this one now, damn it! And this one's cool.
I'm taking you to the Carmack 5 so I can get my charger.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
This song is good. It's catchy as hell. It's got a great little reggae thing going on.
It's stay here,
got dance. It's up to you. It's got like a little bit of new wave in here as well, which I would also call this new wave personally, which I think is a little bit of a bastardization. But that's kind of how I like to treat genres, is like...
you bastard to him.
Yeah. I like to fucking...
I like to have a wet-ass pussy.
Wet-ass P-word.
My wife told me that if your P-word is getting wet during sex, then you're doing it
You have a medical issue. No,
You're
Ben.
doing it wrong.
Your wife is not sexually attracted to you. You fucking idiot. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Sorry.
Fucking bench. P-hero. Don't hit that ball.
Never. If I just like my whole car flipped over.
I think I parked in this road.
I remember where you parked, buddy.
You didn't see me park.
Yeah, but I remember where it was. It was over here, right? Yeah,
It wasn't
there
all
is.
the way over here.
There it is. Right there. See? No, I don't. No, I completely forgot.
You didn't know. You never.
No, I didn't know. Yeah, you're right. No, I didn't. I'm just gonna park right here.
Okay.
Dude, I can like drive you closer to your car when we finish.
Well, my phone's gonna die.
Is it? Well, then quit dicking around and keep talking about the fucking
The
music.
sign. I don't remember what we like. I
Where'd
don't
you
know.
park?
This is. I think it's in the third. It's either in the third or fourth row. I think it's in the third, and it's closer to this end. And I think
Click your keys.
my keys aren't on the ground. Remember, they fell.
Is that it right there? Is it blue or there? It is.
Gray. Aha!
I'm gonna hit it.
Do it. I have it locked. So.
I have it locked, so it'll be fine.
This is an iconic song. It's one of those songs that everyone knows, even more so than Shoot in my experience.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And man, is it deserving of that. This honestly, and I think it did hit like number one, but it's certainly
Maybe. Probably.
it deserves to be number one in my book. Meaning like it would not be out of place at the number one spot.
No, I would be okay with putting it there, especially with like what else is on the album. for sure.
What would you give it?
I gave it a... So this is where my rating system gets confusing. And I realized this now as I was writing it down. Because I gave it a 2-3, right? So that's a 2-3 out of 3. So I wrote 2/3, and then I was like, oh. So I wrote 2/3, and then like over 3. I did it like over 3, like it's a fraction. Fuck you. I'm not going to change. I give it an OG 2-3 out of 3, baby. That's a good ass song.
I give it... I think I might have given it a 10. I'm going to give it a 9.
Good ass song.
I'm going to give it a 9.
Good ass song.
It's a damn good ass song.
Next up, number 4.
Another 80s song that sounds like the fucking 80s. What the fuck?
Breathe Again by Toni Braxton. I'll say Toni Braxton is pretty.
She's kind of badass looking, at least, on the
I think she's cute.
cover. Is that a leather jacket?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
High-waisted jeans, tank top, nice, cutie.
Her voice is fine.
There's not much to say about this song.
There's not much to this song.
It's 4.5 minutes. It's the same thing the whole time.
It's not worth knowing the song.
She does have a pretty voice.
It's not bad, but it's not like
Good either.
Whitney Houston or
Yeah.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah. That being said, do you have more to say about it?
Nope.
Okay, that being said, I still gave it a 2 out of 3 because like it's good. It's just not anything exciting or cool.
I'd give it probably 6 out of 10. It's not worth knowing it's not worth looking up the song unless you're really into this like power ballad stuff.
In which
and
case,
even then, like I don't know if it's
they're probably
a
better
great
examples
one,
of it. Yeah.
but yeah, Breathe Again.
Number 3,
One more time. I think maybe the last
The
time.
Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News. Just kidding. It's The Power of Love by Celine Dion. I think that's how you say her name.
Celine Dion was actually invented by the government to spread awareness about the sea lions dying.
I thought you were going to say it was to spread awareness about Canada. just to know that they exist.
No.
Anyway, what do you think of the song?
I like this song a lot. Celine Dion is another one of those female vocalists, not Toni Braxton, but like an actual one. That's a frisbee. Disc golf. There's a disc golf course like all around.
I just don't see who threw the frisbee.
No one threw it. I think it was the wind. God threw it.
That's scary.
God's not very good at the game because I think the goal is way
It's
over
just
there.
so much smaller than he is that he has a hard time. Yeah. Anyway, Celine Dion's got a great voice.
She's got a fantastic voice, and it carries the hell out of the song. Not that the actual song is bad, but it's certainly not breathtaking.
It's just the same as every other power ballad on this list.
The melody, I think, is more interesting, especially how the chorus...
Well, in the beginning, there's like the music is really cool, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that the guy who threw it?
Must be. Yeah, his hoodie matches the frisbee, so... So I'd imagine so.
I hope he's having fun.
Me too, buddy.
My point is, the melody is cool.
Mhm.
In the chorus, they kind of do the reverse of what you would expect, and it gets, like, quieter.
Yeah,
It doesn't actually get quieter, I don't think, but
weird.
it gets, like...
It's like usually, I feel like
It's an anti-chorus.
Yeah, the way you think of songs is like the chorus has like something going on that the verse doesn't, generally. You know, or like maybe the chorus will bring in more, and in this song it's kind of flipped, but it's cool.
It works.
It's cool.
And Celine, I think she does go up high and then she kind of goes down low, because usually in choruses you go up to get like a more
She kind
intense
of goes
feeling.
all over the place, but that's just her deal.
Because she's good, dude. She can
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
I really like this song, especially for what it is. Like, if you're into power ballads and you don't know this song, it's a good one. I don't know if this is like a popular power ballad. I guess it is.
I
It's
feel
not
like it is
crazy.
in Canada.
Canada?
Yeah, 'cause that's where Celine Dion's from. They like love her over there. She's like a natural
Sea
treasure.
lion dying.
Sea lion's dying.
I'm really proud of that joke. I wish I
was
would have been
good.
able to execute the joke better.
No, that was
but it's
pretty
okay.
good. That was pretty good.
I think... Do you have anything else to say about it?
No.
I think I gave it an 8 out of 10, and I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 now.
I gave it a Piss Baby 2. I don't know if I necessarily... I think a 2 is too harsh. I think I'd rather
That
give it like a...
seems really low.
I think I'd rather give it Piss Baby 3.
Because to me, this is like one of the better power ballads that we've heard.
But you know what else I realized? I think while listening to this is that I just don't really like power ballads. So
I don't either.
yeah, so like, but
Unless
the thing
it's
is,
done
like,
really well.
yeah, and like this is still a good song.
I think this is done at least decently well. So 8 out of 10. It is from the Davidster. Doesn't really work there. The Davester. It's a big one. Ooh, that harp was so cheesy. I love it.
Number 2 is Hero by Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
This
is actually Drew Carey's wife.
I wish she was my wife.
She's hot.
She's hot as fuck.
She's really good at
and
singing.
her voice is really good
My
too.
God,
Yeah.
dude. Out of what were the 3 big ones? We had Janet Jackson, we had Celine Dion, and Mariah Carey. Those are the
And
3,
Michael Bolton.
and Michael Bolton, and then Bryan Adams. Out of those 5, can we rank them real quick? Best or worst?
Yeah. I would say.
Of course, I just mean the top 3.
I think.
Start at the bottom.
Okay.
Bottom.
Well, Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
Michael
Agreed.
Bolton.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm gonna go in the order of which I like them, not necessarily how good they are, because I feel like and how good they are is kind of tough. It'd be tougher for me to really hash out, but how I like them would be probably Celine, Mariah, Janet.
So it's 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Would you put Celine at the top?
I think I would, but I would keep Mariah at 3. Or you put Celine at 3. What did you say?
I said Celine, Mariah, Janet. So
Yeah,
it
I would
keeps
do-
Mariah at 2. You just switch Janet and Celine.
No. Mariah,
Put Celine at the top
Janet,
and bump them down.
Celine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Um,
I just didn't like the order I like them the most. Janet Jackson is mostly just up there because she's a cutie.
they're all hot
That's true.
in
But
varying
Janet
degrees.
Jackson's the cutest, I think.
I don't
Mariah
think
Carey's also pretty cute.
Celine Dion is actually like the ugly one, relatively speaking.
That's why I didn't bring her up.
That's why she's at number 3, baby.
Yeah,
She ain't going
so-
a step higher.
Yeah.
If we're going by looks, Michael Bolton takes the cake.
Oh, absolutely. Fucking crunk ramen ass looking motherfucker.
My
Hot.
point is, this song is good. I looked up this song on YouTube, and a lot of the comments were saying like this, like, I don't know, it wasn't like saved their life, but it's like really affected them, and I'm like,
I feel like
it's just
I'm sure.
it's just kind of like I wouldn't have. I
Thought
should have
that,
expected
maybe.
that, but I wouldn't.
Well, it's a
But I
song
didn't.
about the lyrics are very cheesy. It's a song
Oh,
about
yes.
it's pretty much a song about being your own hero, I think.
Which is fine, which is great even.
But it's also
man,
just like
it's
boring
contrived.
as fuck. Yeah, it's like ugh. I can definitely see like if you're in a shitty place in your life, like maybe listening to the song would make you feel better for sure. But
I imagine singing along feels
totally
good.
Yeah, totally.
It is cool. It is great, and I know it's like industry like meddling in the background, but it is good to have. It is a good thing to have these like powerful females,
Oh hell yeah.
like singing like anthems
yeah.
of self-love and
Hell
stuff. And I know, of course, there's a lot of baggage that comes with that.
And also, this is 2 men talking about this, but but I still agree. I think
Well,
you're
here's how I'll
totally
put it. If I had a daughter, I would I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, this shit's exactly what
Yeah,
she probably
but I
would
would
like
also
or
I would
wants.
also let my daughter listen to WAP.
You would?
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah.
Actually, in fact, I would force. It would be that and Lizzo, and that's I think it. I think that's all.
That's all you're allowed to
Women
listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all women really need. Oh, Shoop, but that's like together, you know.
Yeah, Shoop, WAP, and Lizzo.
Shoop Wop Lizzo.
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about anymore. Anyway, Mariah Carey's hot. What do you give this song?
See, that's the problem. There's not much to this song, so
No.
we had to talk about WAP for like 20 minutes.
Exactly. It's not bad. It's just there's nothing.
There's not a lot to talk about because once again,
So what'd you give it?
this is an 80s song with 90s production.
So what'd you give it?
I think I gave it a 7 out of 10, and I'm gonna keep it at a 7 out of 10.
Once again, I gave this one a Piss Baby 2. If I changed that, I would maybe give it a 2.5, but nothing higher than that.
That's not even on your rating.
Yeah, I'm breaking it again, baby.
Breaking the barriers, baby.
Yeah, woo! I never know what to expect out of this guy.
I don't know why that was so.
That was so loud. That was so loud.
Sometimes, like, I think it's like an acoustic phenomenon.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
Sometimes just shit like that happens.
Isn't it
dude.
weird? Number 1 is All for Love by Bryan Adams, Sting, and Rod Stewart.
Ending
Jesus
the
fucking
list on
criminy.
another 80s
I have so much to say about this song.
style song.
I have so much to say. It is kind of chilly outside.
So, what are the 3? Bryan Adams, Sting, and who?
Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart. All 3 of them.
What the fuck? Why?
What
That's
are
the
you-
most random group of people to have. That's like if you made a song today that was like Tyler Joseph, fucking Mick Jagger, and like the guy from Imagine Dragons. Like everybody would be like, why?
What is the guy from... Does he have a name?
I don't think so. I think that's just his name. The guy from Imagine Dragons.
I literally can't think of his name. I knew it.
I don't know. Is it like... I think it's Chris something.
Chris Angel.
Yeah, it's Chris Angel from Imagine Dragons.
Why does this song exist?
Hold on.
What the fuck?
Let's analyze each one individually. Bryan Adams was on this list earlier with a shitty song. However, Summer of '69 is a fucking bop.
Sure. So yeah, he's got good stuff. Sting and Rod Stewart have got good stuff.
Sting is I love. I don't know his solo career, but his stuff with the Police.
His solo stuff is pretty cool too.
Is it?
I don't know. I think you would like it. My dad likes it a lot. I don't know.
I do love the Police.
Yeah.
Not the real Police.
Solo Sting. Solo Sting is a lot different from the Police, though.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I will check him out because
you should.
I've been meaning to anyway. But
maybe we'll do an album for this show. Actually, you know what? Don't check
Sting.
him out. Don't check him out. I'll do one of his albums at some point.
Okay. Sting, fantastic songwriter. He's a songwriter, right?
I think so.
We'll pretend he's the songwriter of the Police.
Yeah.
Fantastic songwriter. Rod Stewart, I'm not crazy about, and I'm not super into him. I haven't explored him that deeply. However, still a fantastic songwriter. So this is potential. The problem is...
It's just weird as fuck.
Rod and Bryan, they don't have good singing voices.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Oh, yeah, yes,
and
totally.
Sting's isn't great either.
But it's better. And, like, the thing about Rod Stewart is that, yeah, his voice really isn't even that good, but this is something that I've noticed. Like, if you have a distinct voice, sometimes that takes you further than just, like... Because you know how, like, when you're good at singing, like, sometimes, like... I don't know about you, but, like, there's so many videos of, like, people, like, just singing a clip from a song, and I'm like, that sounds like...
Just generic.
Yeah, it sounds like every other person, but like when you have a distinct voice, even if you're not the best, because like David Bowie, for example.
David Bowie, first
he
off,
sucked at singing, but he was.
I don't think he's bad at singing in the way that I would say, like, I guess Kurt Cobain is bad at singing.
Yeah, but it's distinct.
But
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's kind of the same thing. Yes. The thing is, Bryan Adams, his distinctness is just this ugly raspiness.
Exactly.
Kurt Cobain, and I know you're not super big on Nirvana or haven't super explored.
I don't like hate him, but yeah, I haven't really
their stuff at least. Kurt took his voice, and first off, he destroyed his vocal cords when he got intense. And secondly, he could make a very, very pretty sound out of his vocal cords when he wanted to.
Just didn't.
And it conveyed the sense of pain and agony that was reflected in the lyrics and the music as well. Bryan Adams and Rod Stewart, I think, does it sometimes with the pain and agony.
But mostly, yeah, they just... And not in this song, at least, for sure. This song, also, it doesn't even feel like it was written by any of them.
It definitely wasn't. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
And also, like, they do this weird thing where, like, they all sing at, like, almost the same time, but it just sounds like they're all... It sounds like... What did I put? I said it sounds like three dads fighting for the spotlight.
Are you talking about the chorus when they say...
The whole thing. The whole thing. They do that in the beginning of the song, too.
Do you mean the chorus as well, though? Where they say the cascade...
Well, here's the thing. The cascade in the chorus is kind of reminiscent of the band. The Weight by the band. And I actually think it's done kind of well. I think it's
done really well.
Yeah, that part's kind of cool. But no, during the verse, they come in like on it's just weird. It sounds like they're fighting for attention. And like they all have such different voices, and they all like... This is a Bryan Adams song, but a Bryan Adams song does not sound like a Police song or a Rod Stewart song. So it's like, why the fuck are you guys even here?
It was for a movie, right?
Maybe.
I think
it's
it was
off
for
the
a
anthology.
Movie. I'm pretty sure it was for a movie.
That would make sense.
It still doesn't really make much sense.
That would make more... Yeah, you're right. You're right. That would make more sense, but it still doesn't make any fucking sense.
It definitely makes more sense as to why it would be number one.
Sure, yeah.
Because it certainly doesn't deserve that.
No fucking way, dude. This doesn't even deserve number 11.
I like the song.
Do you really? Okay, okay.
Notice I didn't say love.
Well, of course.
I said like. The thing is, and this is contradictory from what all logic would dictate, this song played at the thrift store very regularly.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But man, the only time I ever paid attention was when they did the cascading vocals.
Because that part's good.
Man,
that part is good.
That's all I remember from the song.
Yeah, that's I put that in my notes. Like that part is good. That has to be like, you have to recognize that.
I did not know what this song was until it got to that part. And it was weird because this doesn't logically make sense. It gave me a nostalgic feeling.
That makes sense. It's even like sometimes. No, I get nostalgia for working at H&M sometimes. Even
Like
though I
a
hated
good
it.
nostalgia though. Which
Yeah,
it
even though I
doesn't-
didn't like. It's
it
weird
shouldn't
because
equate,
it's
I
like,
feel like.
it shouldn't, because it's like this work. I fucking hate, like, nobody wants to work, but yeah, sometimes it'll remind you of something you used to do at work, and you'll be like, and it's like, wait, why did that happen?
And the rest of the song is decent. I think it's good, like power ballading. I guess, I don't know. The like them fighting over the mic thing, I didn't really notice it, but now that you pointed it out, it is kind of like weird.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird.
I don't think it's enough to like really detract from me enjoying the song though.
It was for me.
Personally, but it certainly does not deserve number 1.
Mm-mm.
Now number 10, I'd be down with that.
I would accept a number 10. I still wouldn't. I'd be like, yeah, at that point, I wouldn't even think about it.
This song actually did make it into my playlist.
Okay.
Mostly because of the Cascade. That's like,
It's good.
it's good. It's real good. And there's like an echo effect, I think, or it's probably just reverb.
Yeah.
It's like cheesy as hell,
Did you rate it?
but it's good. 7 out of 10.
I gave it a OG 1-2.
I'm surprised it wasn't a 1.
I really don't like it. Well, the Cascade.
Cascade.
Yeah, the Cascade gave it that half point.
It's really that powerful.
No,
Could
it
you
is.
imagine this
It
in the
is.
hands of like Queen?
Or me.
You know what they would do? They would do what they
Queen
did
would.
in Bohemian
Oh my
Rhapsody,
god, dude.
dude.
Yeah, it'd be badass. Queen, seriously.
But yeah.
that's our top 10.
One of the worst ones,
I agree. Yeah, no, that
which
one
is
sucks.
annoying because the 90s are fucking fat. With a
These are fat as
PH.
fuck. But the thing is, like, yeah, most of the stuff that lives on is like the cult classics. So like, the top 10, I feel like not often, especially like.
There were 3 really good songs in my book. That was the 2 Ace of Base songs and the Shoop. And then there were a couple like decently good power ballad stuff, and then the rest was garbage.
I agree.
And
I
All
agree.
for Love.
And there's only 10 songs, so like that's not a lot of garbage, but just most of like the stuff that wasn't garbage was just like
The same as the stuff that is garbage, but better.
Yeah, it's just like
It's a lot of the same, which I guess is what the 90s pop charts were like.
That's probably what current pop charts are like too.
I wouldn't know.
Right, because we don't look at those. I would love to. At some point, we'll have to do a current top 10 list again.
Well, we'll do like albums that come out recently.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you're right. Okay. Anyway,
My point is, one of the worst top 10s, which is really sad because I was really excited for it. Especially when I saw The Sign and another Ace of Base song. I was like, damn. And Shoop, I was like, damn.
I didn't really look at it until I listened to it.
Well, that's because you don't have to make it.
That's true.
Now,
That's true.
transitioning into the album that I have picked. Dookie 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 by Green Green
You
Green.
want to talk about the
Hey.
album cover?
The album cover is fucking awesome, and I wrote like a bunch of stuff about it,
Oh.
and man, it's gone.
Well,
What do you think of this album cover? Because I fucking love it.
Take a look at it. It's cool. I wouldn't say it.
Look it up on
Yeah.
like Google, because there's a lot of detail. For example, there's like one where there's like a monkey holding a piece of Dookie, and he's like, "Throw this" or something like that. There's like a bomb going off. There's like
There's a
people
dog driving
flying
a
a plane.
Oh, wow! I didn't even notice all that.
There's so much. It's
yeah,
so
that's
cool.
That's cool.
There's a fly, I think, on maybe on the left side. There's like a, I don't know. I wrote some down. I can't remember a whole lot. But there's like stuff in the middle. There's like a pumpkin guy.
It's like Where's Waldo almost. It's like the same kind of style.
It is, and it's fantastic. What's that guy saying?
Okay.
Right there. What are those words?
It says, "It's what is this that stands before me, or that stands below me?"
Stuff like there's
Before
like
me.
this is one of those album covers. You get it on vinyl, and you spend at least an hour looking at it.
Yeah, there are like some albums that you listen to them and they're enhanced by staring at the album cover. And
I think the best album covers complement the music.
absolutely.
And in my opinion, this complements the music
Oh,
to a
there's
T.
dogs fucking too. That's
Yes.
cool. That's cool.
There's just like a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah, and there's like some people. So everything is drawn really cartoonish. Oh, there's the fly that you're talking about.
What does he say? Because he says something funny.
Excuse me, sir. Are you just gonna throw that? Okay, so there's a dog throwing shit, and there's a big fly next to him, and he says, "Excuse me, sir. Are you just gonna throw that away?" Because flies eat shit.
That's fucking funny.
And dogs throw shit.
I don't care who you are.
Well,
That's
and
funny.
one thing that I really like too is that there's all this cartoony stuff going on, but then there's like some people like this guy right here who's just like hyper realistic.
The guy on the far right.
Right here.
Yeah.
And that girl right there, and it looks this person right here, it looks cool as shit for like no reason. And like everybody else is like completely cartoonishly drawn, and then you have some people who just randomly look like a photograph.
And I don't know if you noticed, but behind the word Dookie,
there's shit.
Big old Dookie.
Oh my god, I just noticed that. Yeah. Well,
so I love this album cover. It's one of my like definitely top 20 favorite of all time. Probably top 10. That'd be an interesting episode of Jam. If we did like cool things like that, we should do that. Top 10 like non-music things, but like music related.
Sure.
We should do that at some point. Special episodes. Anyways, it's certainly up there, and I love it. What do you think of the album cover?
I already said what I thought of it. It's cool. I don't have more to say than that, really. It's cool. I like it. I wish I would have looked at it more before.
Would you say it fits the music? I think you might have already said.
I need to listen. I would need to like really listen to it again, but I would say yeah, for the most part.
Cool.
I feel like it gets kind of political, which I don't think that the album does. Or maybe not necessarily. No, never mind. I take that. Well, actually, maybe just a little bit.
Here's the thing. So this is a pop punk album.
Right.
Maybe you disagree with that. If you're a first trombone
Oh.
player in a big band that I'm in.
Yeah.
In which case it's a punk album. Now punk is inherently political.
Yeah.
However, Green Day specifically, until like American Idiot, kind of stayed out of politics as a greater, in the grand scheme of things. They definitely like did the stereotypical like society's dumb kind of thing, and
like
it's on here all over.
Yeah, everybody says that and act like it's a gotcha.
I don't think they act like it's a gotcha. I think it's just like them taking the piss out of it, though.
Yeah.
In this case.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, actually, you know what? Knowing Green Day, it probably is what they did.
Yeah. So, starting off is Burnout. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk first.
Well, Burnout is a pleasant song. A common theme on the album is I have no fucking clue what Billy Joe Armstrong is saying.
Did you look up the lyrics at all?
No.
Man, I wish you would have.
It's a short song, but even for such a short song, for me, it just kind of gets old a little quick because they don't really do anything interesting, I don't think.
I really thought you would like this song mostly because of the lyrics.
It's not bad. And, like, yeah, the thing is, like, when I could tell what he was saying, I was really fucking with what he was saying. It's just most of the time I couldn't.
The first off, what a way to kick off an album. The little I declare, and then like
yeah
the verse. It's just like immediate, and I love it. I love that. It's definitely a punk thing that you maybe don't like as much.
I think that's cool.
So the chorus, he says, "I'm not growing up, I'm just burning out," and I can't remember the rest of the lyrics, but he says something else.
That's enough. See, that's good. Those are beautiful lyrics.
Can we look at the lyrics? I can do it on my phone, I guess. I'm not growing up, I'm just burning out, and I stepped in line to walk amongst the dead. What a fucking line, dude. What a fucking line.
I like the first half a lot. I'm not growing up, I'm just burning out. I like that a lot.
He kind of says, he's just talking about how, like, life is like a drag, and it's kind of, it's easy to be apathetic, and he's doing that.
Yeah, it's, I did like this song. I did enjoy it, but it just really didn't do anything super interesting to me. But it's still good.
Up next.
Wait, we didn't rate
is the ranking.
Yeah. Damn.
I wasn't gonna do that.
You got me. But what do you rate?
I give it a 9 out of 10.
I give it
much like this song.
I give it a Piss Baby 3. It's like I still like it. It's just not like I'm just not having a blast with it, you know.
Which is the next song. You know what this song's about?
Orgasms?
No, it's about suicide bombers.
Really?
Yeah. So, the first verse is, "I'm taking you all down with me. Explosives duct taped to my spine. Nothing's gonna change my mind. I won't listen to anyone's last words. There's nothing left for you to say. Soon you'll be dead anyway." And then the chorus is, "Well, no one here is getting out alive. This time I've really lost my mind and I don't care. So close your eyes and kiss yourself goodbye and think about the times you've spent and what they've meant." And then he says, "To me, it's nothing."
Yeah.
It's a character song.
I quoted, "To me, it's nothing, but it's because this song is nothing to me." It's not. It's like, to me, it just sounded like the same as the last one, but less interesting.
That is definitely something about this album. Is it's all pop punk, and they do get more experimental in some of the singles.
Definitely.
But the not filler. What's the word? The album cuts are typical pop
Kinda
punk.
similar, yeah.
And
they're not bad. They just all kind of sound the same.
Yeah, if you're gonna get into pop punk, this is the album to start with, in my opinion, because it does give you an example of like, hey, this is the typical pop punk, and this is like the really good ideas we do with pop punk. Yeah. For me, I do like this song. It's not as good as Burnout.
I agree with that. You know what? I did write that I liked the lyrics, though. I think I just wrote that because I liked...
To me, it's nothing.
Yeah, and I heard that out of context. And out of context, that sounds like a stupid poem I would write, and I really like it.
I do think that's part of the charm of this album, is sometimes you'll catch specific parts that you really like.
And it's just beautiful, yeah.
The other thing they do a lot in this album is repetition of very short phrases over and over and over again. So, like, to me, it's nothing. He kind of, says that, 4 times.
Yeah, and, some other songs,
Yeah, the bridge is also really cool in this. He kind of does, a start-stop kind of thing. Although, again, I don't think it's as good as Burnout. I give it an 8 out of 10.
I gave this one a 3 as well. A Piss Baby 3 as well.
Fair enough. Up next, we got Tyler Hairston.
Chump, yeah. I was going to make that joke, you bastard. They wrote this song about me. David... This song sounds almost exactly the same as Having a Blast to me. Almost exactly the same.
I can see that.
And it's also, less catchy to me. And the thing is, I still am down with The Sickness. But even then, I don't really like this one as much as the last two. And the last two were just kind of, meh for me.
This song, do you know what it's about?
Me. No, I do remember listening to the lyrics and kind of liking them.
So it's about... So say you broke up with your ex.
Yeah.
Wait, say you break up and now you're exes. She gets a boyfriend. Yeah. He's talking about him saying, I don't know you, but I think I hate you. You're the reason for my misery. Strange how you become my biggest enemy and I've never even seen your face. Then the chorus... Maybe it's just jealousy mixing up with a violent mind, a circumstance that doesn't make much sense, or maybe I'm just dumb. I like that.
Yeah.
And that is one thing I do like about this album in general. It's a lot of simple ideas, and they don't kind of I know I was talking about minimalism earlier. I prefer more stuff going on.
They don't try to force too much out of it, maybe.
Yeah, because it's just simple, punky, fucking
Yeah, and that's definitely the beauty of it. I agree.
I like this one more than Having a Blast. If it might only be because of the outro, which segues into the next song.
Yeah, that's really cool too. I really appreciate that.
It doesn't go perfectly on Spotify, but I know on the CD it does actually perfectly segue. Mm-hmm. I give this a 9 out of 10.
I give it 8 too. Piss Baby 2.
All right, so the outro segues into the next song. I think the first of the singles, not the first single release, but the first song.
I like this song a lot. The bass
I
line
love
is
this
really
song.
Cool. But the only thing I wrote was I love the bass line. I like it because as much as I do like the song, the rest of the parts are just kind of the same.
You've heard
but
this.
They're good.
You've heard the song before, right?
Yes,
This
I
is
have.
one of the ones you've heard before.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
The bass line. So Mike Dirnt wrote it while on acid.
Nice.
And he played it and then passed out, and then in the next morning, Billy Joel was
Billy Joel. Where did he come from?
I don't know. Billy Joe was man, you were playing some fucking sick bass last night. And he's like, was I? And he's like, yeah, it kind of sounded like this. And he played it, and he was like, okay. And he's like, because that's all he could remember from it. And apparently it was more badass, but also maybe he was just on acid.
Yeah.
Either way, it's
everything's badass when you're
fucking
on
badass bass line, dude.
It's
one of the
good.
greats.
No.
One of the best. Mike Dirnt.
I would say one of the best in music in general.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Mike Dirnt is a very underrated bassist, which he's actually not, but he is. He's very good.
Well,
is
I've
my
never
point.
heard his name before, so.
Right. He's got a signature bass on Spotify. On Fender.
That's cool. That's really cool. Fuck, I would love to be like that one.
Do you have an idea what this song's about?
Yeah, it's about binoculars.
Do you actually not know?
That was funny.
It was.
Because binoculars let you see long.
Oh, I didn't get that part.
Long view binoculars? Fuck. Anyway, I don't know. No,
It's about masturbation, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, long view because my penis.
I don't think... The Longview is named after a city that they played in.
Oh.
It was the first time they played the song live, I think. The chorus is, bite my lip and close my eyes, take me away, close my eyes, take me away to paradise. I'm so damn bored, I'm going blind, and I smell like shit. And then later in the song, he says... Later in the song, he says this line, when masturbation's lost its fun, you're fucking lonely. Which I think...
That's funny.
Is
That's
fucking
really
great.
funny.
And...
That's funny.
Man, this is a good song. And the way... So there's no guitars in the verse. And the way that they just fucking come crashing back in.
Yep.
Man, it's fucking adrenaline rushing.
Yep.
Also, the outro, fucking dope. I know it's just like the same like tom, drum, groove, and bass line, but they add this guitar lick or guitar part. Man, it's good.
It just goes together well. Yeah.
And it's just like a perfect fade out.
Definitely.
I give it a perfect 10 out of 10.
I gave it a Piss Baby 4. So I still like it. If I listen to it more, it might end up on my playlist. It's not like... It's still kind of outside of the sphere of what I'm kind of like usually into, but I definitely recognize the song is fucking awesome.
It's also like an iconic song, like
Yeah.
a classic.
Yeah.
As is the next song.
Really?
Welcome to Paradise.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
This is one of their biggest hits.
Can I tell you something?
You
The first thing
You
I
can.
thought was it was the music of Chump with like the vocal melody of Longview. That's what it reminded
Ooh,
me.
man. This is one of their biggest hits.
Really?
They didn't have a music video for it though. Yeah.
Wow.
It is my favorite
Wow,
off this
okay.
album. It's one of my favorite Green Day songs. It might even be number 1.
Hmm.
And the reason why is because it's fucking catchy as hell. It's got this punchy guitar stuff. It's just fucking perfect to my ears.
Mhm.
And the lyrics, man, the lyrics are really good. So he's verse 1. Dear mother, can you hear me whining? It's been 3 whole weeks since that I have left your home. This sudden fear has left me trembling, because now it seems that I am out here on my own, and I'm feeling so alone. And the chorus, and man, I think you're gonna like this line. The chorus is, pay attention to the cracked streets and the broken homes. Some call it slums, some call it nice. I want to take you through a wasteland I like to call my home. Welcome to paradise. Which, first off, I like those lyrics a lot. Your thoughts?
All right. Yeah, I don't hate it. This song just didn't do as much. I liked Longview much better. But this is more of like a classic like
Pop punk kind of
song,
sound,
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so
definitely
I
more
think-
typical.
I think that
Pop
might
punk
be
sound.
why I don't really like it as much.
Longview is definitely more experimental.
Yes, yeah.
But this is one of those songs where it's like, hey, you perfected what you've been doing for the Beach Boys. It was I Get Around,
Yeah.
which is like,
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
it's like this is the culmination of their stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you know what? I probably don't have as much of an appreciation for that since I don't regularly listen to pop punk.
That's
so.
definitely possible. Also, that drum fill right before
Yeah.
he says "Welcome to Paradise," man, that's like perfect.
It's pretty good.
Like
It's
10
pretty good.
seconds, the whole thing. Oh man, and then the guitar riff, it's good.
What'd you give it?
It's a perfect 10 out of 10. My
I give
favorite
it-
on the album.
I gave it Piss Baby 2. I was not feeling
Damn. I think you should revisit that one.
Okay.
I think you should revisit this whole album.
I
That's-
was going to say, I think this is definitely an album that I would probably listen to again. But I think you'll like my ratings as we continue coming through.
I think so. Up next, Pulling Teeth. So we this is one wasn't a single, as far as I know, at least. We returned to the
It's kind of more standard, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
But honestly, I love this one. I don't know what it is. This song makes me smile. Like, it starts and it just feels good. And I think I like the lyrics. I don't remember what they're about. But
it's about an abusive relationship, but the guy's the one being abused. It says, I'm all busted up, broken bones and nasty cuts. Accidents will happen, but this time I can't get up.
yeah, I like this song.
Is she ultraviolet? Is she disturbed? I better tell her that I love her. Before she does it all over again, oh God, she's killing me. So this song...
That's sad. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a song about how a man is abused by his girlfriend. And it is a... I guess, honestly, it's not a more standard pop-punk song because it is slower and it's kind of got...
Oh, yeah. I guess they kind of play differently, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they do.
I like it a lot.
I fucking love this song.
I really like that song, yeah.
They also do a cool... I don't think they do hand claps, but they do the rhythm, the...
Like the feel of it, yeah.
At some point in the chorus. I believe this song came from... Mike Dirnt one time was having a pillow fight with his girlfriend, and she hit him so hard that he fell and he like broke his ankle or something.
Jeez.
Or his elbow, I think it's in here. A pillow fight with his then girlfriend, Mike allegedly ran around a corner, hit his head, and landed on and broke both of his elbows.
What
Damn.
the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
What the hell?
That's kind of funny.
Did he fall
though.
like this?
I guess. I don't. He probably fell back, but I don't know.
Oh my fucking God. Can you imagine falling back on your back and hitting your arms on the ground like that?
Nope.
And break? I don't even want to.
I can't.
Yeah, I don't even
Especially
want
as
to
a bassist, man, for one of the best bands of all
time.
time.
You use your elbows to play bass all the time.
Well, you gotta fucking hold it, dude.
What'd you rate it?
I give that one a 9 out of 10.
I give it a 4. Piss Baby 4.
Hell yeah. Back to the singles with Basket Case.
Dude. Oh my God, I fucking love this song.
So
holy shit, this song is amazing.
This song is so fucking good. This is exactly what makes 90s Green Day so good.
Yeah, and like the lyrics are like scary relatable too. Like even I hadn't listened to this song in a while, like actually listened to it because I knew it. Yeah. And I listened to it again and I was like, fuck.
It's so good, dude. The lyrics are, and they are real. Billy Joe.
Yeah, that's why
I think it was I don't think it was bipolar disorder. It was some sort of
something.
Manic disorder? What is it?
It's something. But I think it's something that, because honestly, like, this probably is a song that influenced me a lot, because it almost reminds me of something I would write. But I think it's more like I would be trying to emulate this.
It definitely sounds like something that you would come up with in a good way.
Yeah.
In both directions, a good way.
But I'm not saying that, like, I'm kind of comparing shit to Silver here, but you know what I'm saying.
Anytime I listen to this song, I think of there was a video on YouTube of this, but it was steamed hams. And I think it came out like a week ago. So I'll show you that, or send you it. So you know the part where he's like,
that's my favorite part.
Oh man. When he says grasping to control, so I better hold on. He goes, they're obviously grilled. And he's just like holding that. I don't know, it's great. What would you give it?
5. 5 out of 5. Piss Baby 5.
10 out of 10, baby.
I love this song. I love this song. I love this song.
Fantastic.
I would
song.
love to cover it.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
Next song is She, and you might be surprised to learn this was also a single. This was the last single. It was a radio-only single.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh. Well, this one, it is like borderline samey, I guess. But the vocal melody, like, is really good.
That's the thing. In this entire album, and here it comes.
What, that buzz?
Yep.
It's coming right for us.
In this entire album, Billy Joe expresses his love for the Beatles in his vocal melodies and attitude in terms of the melodies, in terms of both Paul and John, and then the attitude in terms of John and I think George. And I think Nimrod displays it better, and I'll talk about that when we get to that album eventually. The chorus to this song, or not the chorus, but the melody to this song is fantastic.
Yeah, agreed.
Do you know what this song's about?
Probably a girl.
Not quite. It's about feminism. So the first verse, she screams in silence, a sullen riot penetrating through her mind, waiting for a sign to smash the silence with the brick of self-control. And then chorus, are you locked up in a world that's been planned out for you? Are you feeling like a social tool without a use? Scream at me until my ears bleed. I'm taking heed just for you. So he wrote it about an ex-girlfriend who was like very feminist and very into the whole
Kill all men.
No,
No, I am.
in a good way. Like,
No, I want to kill all men.
well,
Fucking
that
hate
has a bad connotation now, at least.
No, it's but I just agree with it.
But you get my point. It's
Yeah, no,
like
yeah.
she was like, and this was the 90s, if not the 80s.
So
She's very ahead of the
like,
curve.
even fucking worse, yeah. Back in terms of like people being against it.
And
Yeah.
Billy didn't understand it fully, but he was always willing to listen. So that's why
Yeah, I kind of wouldn't expect that
you wouldn't expect what
for him to be so like understanding, open.
Billy Joel is a very good songwriter, but Billy Joe Armstrong is very left wing.
See, I didn't
Very
know that.
progressive.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what happens when you turn punk. Punk is kind of a very left wing thing.
Yeah, so I think like
Even pop punk.
The thing is, like, when people think of like leftists, usually they think of like pussies, you know, like pansies.
Oh, Billy Joel's a pussy.
But you know what I
I
mean?
keep saying Joel. Billy Joe's a pussy. Yes, I do.
Oh, Billy Joel's a pussy. He listens to this podcast, David. He's gonna be pissed.
Fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
We just lost a listener.
Damn.
We're gonna be 9th best podcast now.
Fuck. Yeah, but I guess because like punk is like the opposite of that. But the thing is like it's like we were having this conversation off podcast. Like there's kind of two sides of the left. There's like the social left, and they're the ones who are like, oh, make sure you don't call your cat he because he can't express what gender. Like, shut the fuck up. Obviously, not all of them are like that. I understand that. And then there's the like economic left, which is where you got your like social democrats and your yada yada yada.
And of course, they mix, and there are people that are
Both.
Both.
Or kind of neither, but still on the left and yada yada yada. Yeah, so I think I'm still kind of learning that that's all on the left, I guess, if that makes sense.
the political ideologies in the compass is a very weird.
The compass,
thing.
I don't even know if you should really go by the compass itself.
The compass is really good for simplifying things.
Yeah. But you can't like take it.
You can't take it word for word, basically.
Exactly.
Anyways,
The memes are funny though.
true. Billy Joe Armstrong is a very left wing guy. He's very pro. I think he's bi, and I'm pretty sure he's very
Oh.
pro like
Yeah, I feel like I remember.
kill all men. Maybe I don't know if he's quite that far. I guess,
I don't
but
think he is. I'm not necessarily that far, but I'm close.
but the thing he didn't quite understand it at the time because it was
Of course.
the 90s
Well,
and it
and,
was
like-
kind of like a new idea.
And I feel like
In a
honestly,
way.
as a man, you can only understand feminism so much. I'm not saying that to be funny, like, you know.
That does sound like a fucking dumb like boomer joke.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like you
as a,
can't
and as you as a white
fully
dude, you can only
empathize.
understand exactly.
Is that the word?
I think so. Empathize, sympathize. I don't know.
Sympathize. You can sympathize, but you can't empathize.
Whatever
I think.
the point is, like, yeah, but like, and it's the same thing with you being white and trying to understand black issues. Like, you just
It
like you
will
can't-
never be 100%.
exactly. But anyway, back
So
to Green Day.
yeah, so the lyrics are about her. She would regularly like rant to him, and like he talks about scream at me until my ear bleeds, because it's like she would be so frustrated with everything. She would just kind of like vent to him,
Yeah, I like that. That
and he
sounds
was just
good.
kind of like
I would
into
love
it.
for somebody to do that to me. Tell me all about why you hate the U.S., baby.
Dude, hell yeah. Honestly, same.
Especially if it was a girlfriend.
What do
Anyway,
you think of this song?
I gave it a 4. Piss Baby 4.
I
like
give
this
it
one too.
a 9.
Yeah, I like this one a lot too.
I'm glad you like that one.
Sassafras
Roots, which I believe was written by Mike Dirnt, I think.
He says waste like every other word. Like,
Yes.
It's noticeable. It's really noticeable. And that's kind of what you were talking about earlier, right? Where they repeat whatever.
Yes. And they do the he just, you know, he says wasting your time as the hook for every single line.
Mhm.
Except for the chorus where he says, "Well, I'm a waste like you with nothing else to
Exactly.
do. May I waste your time too?"
Exactly.
Which
Fuck.
I kind of like it.
I respect that. I just don't.
Also the intro, the boom ba-dum dum boom ba-dum dum boom. That's a cool thing, and that's what they say in the chorus.
No, I'll agree with that.
It's definitely one of the lesser songs on this album, but it's still, I think, a fantastic song. I think it's a fantastic song.
I disagree. I think it's kind of boring and lame. It doesn't do it for me.
It's definitely not a standout at all.
Yeah.
And I do kind of like the sentiment of like, we're both fucking just wasting our time. Let's at least do it together, baby.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do like that. This song isn't all bad, but it's just for the most part, it's just especially coming after something so strong like She and Basket Case. It just
And Pulling
amplifies-
Teeth and Wells
Yeah.
Terabytes and Longview.
It just amplifies like how much I don't really like it. You know.
Yeah, that should be saved with the next one, which is another single. When I come around.
I wish I made that. I accidentally made that joke last week, last episode, and I didn't even realize because I said maybe I'll come around.
Yeah,
And
that's
you laughed, and I was like, why are you laughing at me?
Fucking fantastic song. It is 4 chords, but man, they have some punch to
Dude,
them.
that's
They
the
exist
thing.
for a reason.
Yeah, like so many people are like, oh, I don't want to use the 4 chords, and it's like, listen, they sound good, and if you're starting out writing music, use the 4 chords because it's supposed to be like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily supposed to be, but they work as a stepping stone.
They're a fantastic stepping stone, and you can make fantastic songs.
And also like
this.
like I guarantee you like maybe like 60% of the songs on the radio, like top 40 radio, are the 4 chords.
Probably.
And how many of
in
them
different
do you
orders.
notice?
Well, I notice a lot because
But like a
But-
layman, and so do I. But like a layman,
they're not going to notice.
Absolutely.
They're not.
and we're just trying to. I guess we just had that little corner for anybody who's like trying to get into music.
Which is all of you, Billy Joel.
Hopefully, yeah,
I know it's a little late for you, but
yeah.
it's never too late. Let's be honest.
As long as you're breathing, baby.
This song's fucking great.
Yes,
A classic,
I agree.
an iconic 90s song. This one, I feel like, is more 90s than any other song on this album. Or at least it is iconicized. That's not the right word. I'm making up words.
Making up words here.
Iconicize the 90s.
Sure.
And it's fantastic. The guitar tone, fucking great.
Cool. Yeah, dude. Wait, is this the one that starts at like bang, 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 and it's like just the guitar?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, this one's good. Yeah, I love this one. Would you rate it?
10 out of 10.
I give it a Piss Baby 4.
Nice. What's next? Coming Clean. This song is about Billy Joe coming out as bisexual.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of figured that. It starts with like really angsty, like fuck my parents stuff. And he talks about being 17. I can tell you, if I was 17, I would love this. I'm like and if I like had listened to this song when I was 17, I would
I
probably
think you
like
would
it a lot more.
connected with it more.
Yeah, for sure, especially being a bisexual male. Because that was about the time I really started kind of figuring out. I think, maybe, but also all that is kind of clouded in my head. So anyway,
There's not much to this song. There's
Exactly.
3 verses, totaling 6 lines.
I was gonna say that too. There's not much. It's not bad, but there's not much to it.
It's a minute 35, which is the perfect
See, that's
length
right
for
up
the
my
song.
alley. Yeah, and I think that definitely adds to it.
Also, I do love the chorus line. I found out what it takes to be a man. Well, mom and dad will never understand. And then he also says, "What's happening to me," which I don't. That one, meh. But the first 2 lines I think are really good.
Yeah.
I give this I think I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
I gave it a Piss Baby 2, but I think I'd rather give it a Piss Baby 3.
Then do that.
Yeah, I'd rather give it a Piss Baby 3. It's still not like super awesome. But
Oh, I lied. Sassafras Roots wasn't written by Mike Dern. This one is.
Oh.
Emenius Sleepus.
Really? Okay. Can I tell you something?
You can.
I literally thought the first time I listened to this, I wasn't looking at the thing that like my display that says the name of the song. I was just like looking out the window or whatever. This song started, and I thought that Coming Clean just started again. Like they literally sound exactly the same to me. Exactly the same to me. I cannot stress to you enough how similar this song sounds to the last one.
I thought you would like this song because of
I
the
like the
lyrics.
It's funny.
I don't know if I can get the name. I don't think it means anything. I think it's gibberish.
It's funny.
Actually, no. I think it means... Hold up. Let me see if it says. Sleep with the buyer. I don't necessarily know what that means. This... Well, like... Here's the lyrics. I saw my friend the other day, and I don't know exactly just what he became. It goes to show. It wasn't long ago that I was just like you, and I think I'm sick, and I want to go home. That's fucking exactly sometimes how I feel. When I like meet like old people that I was like,
Okay.
which is, it's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. It's definitely something that I think
It's a thing.
needs to be written about in a song that is a minute 44.
Yeah, and I think the song being short, like I said with the last one, adds to it. I don't think if this was longer, it would not be good because you'd just be like, it's boring.
I give this 8 out of 10.
I give it a 2, Piss Baby 2.
Number 13. In the
FOD.
end.
I mean, in the
You
end.
skipped it.
In the end. I did not have anything to say about this song.
Yeah, there's not much to say about this song.
Isn't this one like a minute and a half too?
It's a minute 47.
Yeah.
I'll burn it, all brawn and no brains, yeah, all those nice things. All those nice things, yeah, you finally got what you want. It's very fast, which I think is the best
It's kinda
thing
cool.
about
Yeah,
it.
it's like, it's alright, but it's just like,
And I do, the thing is, like, the lyrics, I think, throughout this entire album have had little gems, and this is another one. The chorus is, I figured out what you're all about, and I don't think I like what I see. So, I hope it won't be there in the end if you come around. Which, first off, that part where he goes, it would be so fucking cool. And then I like those lyrics.
I just...
They're simple, but I like them.
Yeah, I just didn't have much to say about this one.
There isn't much to say about it. This is the only one that gets a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I gave it a Piss Baby 2.
It's close to an 8, but it's still 7. Alright.
FOD!
Do you know what that stands for?
Isn't it Fuck Off and Die?
Yep. It is.
Yeah, I like this one.
We got an acoustic guitar for the only...
Is it acoustic?
Yep.
Okay, I
For
couldn't
the
tell
beginning.
if it was acoustic or if he was just playing on an electric that wasn't plugged in.
It's an acoustic, and then it kicks into the electric. late in the
Yes,
song.
yeah, so it starts, and it's like half the song that's just acoustic.
It's over
And
half.
I think I really like because they could have... I feel like what most musicians, possibly even myself included, would have done was they only would have made like the first verse completely acoustic, or they only would have made like half of the first verse acoustic. But they really committed, and like yeah, the first like over half of the song.
There are 3 choruses, and the first 2 are completely acoustic.
And I think that adds to it a lot, because I think the payoff when everything else comes in is so much
Man, this is such a good way to end the album. There is another song, but it's a secret track technically.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah,
This
yeah.
would be a great album. Man.
This is because it just fucking like. First off, that is like a trope of fully acoustic song for the end, like a ballad, which just kind of like plays on that expectation and then subverts the fuck out of it by just it's a trope for a reason. Same with the 4 chords.
I didn't realize that. But what were you saying?
And then like they subvert the fuck out of it by coming in with this loud fucking
Yeah.
screeching guitar,
Yeah.
these cool drum fills, which by the way, the drum fills in this entire album,
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
Drummer of really Green Day and like just the whole band is very very good.
very talented,
Yeah.
very very so much so. When that kicks in, it sends goosebumps
Yeah, me
down
too.
my
Because
body.
it kind of takes you off guard too. I feel like they come in at kind of a weird time too.
Because they
It's
do it,
counterintuitive.
yeah, and they kind of like they all of a sudden they're just doing the chorus. Let's nuke the bridge retort, blah 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 blah, and then he says, "My belly's aching now to say," and he kind of does it again, and it's like, oh, where the fuck are we going from this? And then burn out, and it's like, ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
badass.
yeah. I kind of wish I could relive the first time I heard that, because I bet that was magical in some ways, at least.
I believe you.
You just listened to it for your first time less than 2
It was
weeks
fucking
ago.
awesome. Yeah, it was fucking amazing. it was like a couple days ago. It was funny because the first time you actually asked me, remember like a week ago when you asked me if I wanted to record this episode? I had not listened to anything. I had not written anything down. I had not watched anything. I had not picked out my album. I was like, and I
No.
also hadn't even started editing the last one. 'Cause I'm a fucking dumbass. So I was like, maybe not now.
That's kind of funny.
That's
all
classic
good,
Tyler.
though.
Would you expect any less from me?
Yes.
Or any more, I guess I should say.
No.
Fuck you. 4 to 5. Piss baby.
Well, real quick, I just
Oh,
want to
sorry.
talk about the last lyrics
I'll
where he
say
says,
that.
"You're just a fuck. I can't explain it because I think you suck. I'm taking pride in telling you to fuck off and die.
You're just
Good
a
night."
fuck. You're just a fuck.
I fucking love that line. I give this a 9 out of 10.
I gave it a 4.
It's close to a 10 out of 10. All right, the last song, the only one written by the drummer, Trey Cool,
All by...
and he's the one who sings it.
What's his name?
Trey Cool. Yep.
All by myself.
Do you know what this song's about?
No.
It's also about masturbation.
Oh, that's cool. That makes sense.
It's a secret hidden track. That's all there is to it.
Dude, if they would have taken this song seriously, I actually probably really would have liked it. It's really simple. It's a really simple, just like finger picking song. But and it
I think there's only 2
yeah, there's like
chords
2
in
or
the song.
3 chords, and there's like this one part where he goes like BAM! On the drums, and it's like this really satisfying like low tom, I think, but he like never. If he would go like bam, 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 or something like that, but they don't do it. They hit it like once, and they don't do it for a while, and they hit it once again, and it's like like it. The song is like it's like that one Ween song, "Don't Laugh, I Love You," where it's like. It's so close to being like amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah, if they would have taken it like just a little bit more seriously, I would have loved it. But also like I fuck with the integrity of like, no, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
I think this is important to consider this as, and I think I should have probably told you this, to consider it as a hidden track, a bonus track.
Had I known it was a hidden track, I probably would have liked it a little more.
Yeah, because it's definitely not like something you end an album with, like seriously.
Exactly.
Like FOD is.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a little bonus. I like it. It's simple. It's not great. It's not bad.
It's okay.
It's just, it is what it is, and that's it.
Yeah. I agree.
It's a minute 38, which I think is actually longer than some of the actual songs, which is kind of funny.
Or like the same length.
But yes.
I gave it a 2.5. Piss Baby 2.5. Did you have more to say?
The only thing is, he
Sorry.
says at the end, he says, "You and me had such wonderful times when I'm all by myself." He's talking about his dick there.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't sing it seriously either. He sings it like a.
He's not a great singer.
All by myself. Yeah, but he like doesn't.
All by myself.
He goes like all by myself.
Yeah, and he like cries. He's like,
Yeah.
"I was all by myself."
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing. It's definitely like one of those, like, it's just there. It's just kind of like funny. It's not like iconic. It's not. Man, I'm gonna do it again. It's not Her Majesty.
Right. And it's kind of like filling the same function, I guess.
But just not as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Still, I think a decent song, 7 out of 10. It did make it in my playlist because
Yeah. Really? Okay.
I like stuff like this.
Yeah.
This
Totally.
entire album made it into my playlist easily.
If I would have liked the band a lot more than a song like that, it definitely would have been. Because like Her Majesty is not. Her Majesty is such a good song.
It also is 26 seconds long. This is a minute
Amazing.
38.
So, oh my god, that makes me love them more.
Anyway,
Anyway, so that was
Dookie.
That was Dookie by Green Day.
Certainly not Dookie quality in terms of being shitty, is what I meant by that.
There was a lot of stuff that I was kind of meh on, but there was enough good stuff that I was like, fuck yeah.
I think
Where's your phone?
I put it right here.
Okay, I didn't see it. I thought you were holding it out. Yeah. You can't hear me, dumbass. About the album really is. I like it. There's stuff that there's a lot of stuff that I'm not crazy about, but like I said, there's enough good stuff that it balances out, and I still enjoy listening to it. And I think if I listen to it again, I might.
I think it's going to be a grower for you.
Yeah.
I think you're going to like, and the tracks that you don't care for that much, I don't think are going to grow too much, but I think Welcome to Paradise specifically, I think will grow on you a lot.
I think like some of them, after knowing
Especially
the lyrics.
because, and I forgot to mention this, the ending of Welcome to Paradise with that like build up that takes like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's true. Well.
I do think on repeated listens you will like this more and more.
Okay.
At least certain tracks. Like I think the ones you already know you're just gonna like
Already
more.
Yeah, anyway.
And like Chump, you might have a little bit more
Maybe.
appreciation for, stuff like that. Specifically Welcome to Paradise though, I think you will like more upon repeated listenings.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely. I'm open to giving
Especially
it a
if
shot.
you're open to using the lyrics.
Yeah, I wasn't against this. When I definitely, I don't remember if I talked about this on the last episode, but between like our friend group, I definitely came off in the past as like being like against pop punk. I'm not, but it's definitely not necessarily my thing.
And that's
guess.
A-okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I would say. Just be open-minded about everything.
Yeah.
Never say, oh, I don't like pop punk. Say, I'm not really into
Crazy
pop
about
punk.
it, but there's good shit. There's definitely good shit.
Yeah. And like, obviously, like,
outstanding shit in pop punk.
yeah, and like, fucking Longview. I know it's kind of atypical, but like, you fucking love that song.
But it's good, yeah. Well, Basket Case is kind
Basket
of more,
Case, that's a better example,
it's more kind of in line with how pop punk usually sounds, and I fucking love that song.
Exactly.
Ratings?
So, out of 15, which is what my album rating is, I think it's definitely either a 14 or 15.
Cool.
I think I'm going to give it a 15. I think I am.
Cool.
I think it is a perfect
Hell yeah.
album as a unit. It also is very short for having 15 songs especially.
Yeah, which I like is also I'm kind of into personally.
So I think because it's so short, I think it can get the coveted 15.
Yeah, because there's less room to fuck up.
Less filler, dude.
Yeah. Still a lot of filler.
Not like Godwin Satan, though.
So I don't remember did you tell me that you think my albums should be out of 10?
Yes.
Okay,
I
because
think
I
it
wrote
should
down
be.
3. Because I couldn't
really
remember.
hope it's not out of 10.
I wrote down an OG rating, a Piss Baby rating, and the 10. I'm just going to use the 10 because they all mean the same thing. And I couldn't remember if you told me I should do that or
I think
not.
you should do that.
I
It's
would.
good. At
I
least
am.
out of 5 instead of your system for the albums. I think they deserve better.
I'll do 10 for the albums.
Yeah. I think they deserve better.
7.5.
7.5. I dig it. I think on repeated listens, I could see that going up to an 8.
Yeah. And like a 7.5 out of 10. As
That's-
far as I'm concerned, that's still
that's a
pretty
good album.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. Absolutely. All right.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's time. It's time for me.
It is. I'm excited.
Each album. It's been fucking forever since I've been able to pick.
I know.
Okay, so Dookie,
That's your pick? I
Brown.
picked that.
Brown,
Brown,
Green Day,
Green Day,
Green.
colors.
Tell me, is there another? There's a brown person who loves green.
Al Green?
No.
Is it you?
I don't necessarily love green, but it is a good
I
color.
don't
His
really.
name is Tyler, though.
Oh, I think I know.
It's Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah!
Baby. Have you heard this album?
I have not.
Yes. Okay. Fuck. I was gonna
And
say if
I'm
you said yes, I
really-
would. Dude. Oh my God.
I'm really excited.
This is kind of like
Flower Child, right? That's the
Flower
one.
Boy.
Oh.
It's called Scum Fuck Flower Boy.
Oh.
Um,
What the fuck is Flower Child? Oh, that's the fucking.
It's a store.
Yeah,
that's
that's
here. There's like this antique store in Columbus called Flower Child. It's fucking awesome.
That's what I was
if you're ever in town, check it out. Tell them David and Tyler sent you. They'll be like, who? Anyway.
Oh, you mean Jam? That's what.
Oh, yeah, and they'll be like, oh, you mean from Columbus famous podcast Jam? Anyway, this album is fucking amazing. It's kind of like, it's one of those albums that like everybody likes, so now people who are like contrarians are like, oh, you like Flower Boy? Well, you must not make your own opinions. And it's like, no, I just like something that's popular, you fucking asshole. But
I'm
anyway, it's
really
very
excited.
good. It's very good. I am excited to know what you think because it is like a hip-hop, pop R&B album, but it's different because it's Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah, I've never actually listened to a Tyler the Creator song.
Well,
but I know about him.
You know what? This probably isn't the best introduction to it then. but
I've heard Igor's a very good album.
Igor's good too. But Flower Boy.
This one I remember was like the big one that like everyone was like, oh, this is definitely his best.
Yep.
Until Igor came out, and
Yep.
I think people said Igor was
And
better.
now people
But
are kind of arguing. Yeah. Tyler, the Creator, kind of an inspiration for me in many ways. I guess it's because we're both named Tyler.
and
And we're both
You're both
black,
creators?
yeah. And we're both creators. It's funny because
I've never seen you and Tyler the Creator
in the same room. Yeah, I'm just saying.
So
I don't know if you have ever heard this song, David, but my junior year of high school, which was 2017, which like, wow, way to date myself.
well, now they're gonna triangulate our position. Now they know your age
yeah.
and where you went.
My junior year of high school, I wrote a song called Flower Boy. Did I ever show it to you?
No, I was thinking of Hey Flower.
Well,
That
that
might have
was,
shown Flower Boy.
Flower Boy is older, but it's funny because then this album comes out and it's called Flower Boy and it's by Tyler, the Creator, and I was like, son of a bitch.
He stole your idea, dude.
He must have.
By
because
that
it
I
was-
mean you clearly
It was-
stole your own idea.
Yeah, right. Because I did
you.
write that song before this album came out, but also I'm not finished. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we'll be listening to next week. I think that album came out in 2018.
Maybe before that.
Really?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Let's find out.
Hmm.
Scumfuck. Flower Boy.
If you look up Tyler, the Creator, Flower Boy, they'll
Nope.
probably know. But Scumfuck is.
I don't need the boy. 2017.
2017. Wow.
I thought it was older than that.
What was it? When in 7?
July 21st.
Okay, so that would have been the summer. Yeah, so I definitely wrote that Flower Boy song like at the end of my junior year, and then so that came out like right after. That came out like right after I wrote that song.
It's kind of funny.
That song's not really that good though, so it's not a big deal. Oh, that album cover too. But
We'll talk about
do
it.
that next
We'll
week,
talk
yeah.
about it.
What do you want to plug?
You had some friends who were making stuff.
Lots of stuff to. Well, I don't want to talk about that quite yet.
Okay.
My album's coming out. I've got a lot of exciting things that are also coming out a little bit bigger than I usually do By the time this episode comes out, it might already be out, but if not, I'm just gonna...
You'll find it.
You'll see. But I will say, my next album's coming out really soon. David has listened to it at this point. Our buddy Jake's listened to it.
I give it an approval.
Give it a 0 out of 5. I'm very proud of it.
Realistically, I give it, I think, a 13 out of 15.
Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember
Well,
after
if
you
you're going to
showed
be
me-
happy about it.
After I showed... Okay, I'm going to brag about myself here for a second. After I showed David and Jake and my friend
show Dane?
Casey...
No,
I
you
haven't
didn't.
showed Dane. I've showed Dane bits and pieces, but showed my friend Casey and I showed my friend Dalton, who I'm doing the project with. All 4 of you guys said there is not a song on there that you don't like, which makes me very happy, but also you guys are my friends and you love me, so people who don't know me might be like, this sucks. But I think there's at least some decent stuff on there. I'm excited to share it with the world. Other than that, I want to plug you.
I want to plug my friend Jake and our friend Jake. He will be on the podcast soon.
Oh, the
Yeah.
episode after next.
Yep.
So he gets to talk about. So do you think we should do the Halloween episode with him, or let him pick his album
I think
and do
we
the
should-
Halloween episode?
I think we should do him on the Halloween episode as well. Just fuck
Cool.
it. We'll record them both the same day.
Cool.
We'll have them collaborate with the playlist.
Well, this has been Jam. Thank you for listening.
This has been our special September episode.
Yeah. This was October. This one's going up in October.
It was themed around September, though.
Well, we will see you guys next time. Thanks for listening. Love ya.
Thanks. Thank you.